going on, guys? It's Nick. I just wanted to give you my first initial review, video 1, part 1. There's going to be 2 videos on this. So I strung up the Epoch Hawk. I'm sure you guys have seen this on the Epoch website. If you don't know who Epoch is, they've been making a lot of 2 generations of shafts, flex shafts, to be more exact, in I believe 1 alloy. They're really popular among all types of players, and a lot of technology has gone into them, so they decided to, let's say, take the stab at the head market. So they came out with this. This is just a prototype spec only, so it's not the final version, but I have so much information in video reviews that I've watched, and there's so much information on this head that it would probably take me about an hour and a half just to explain it all. But just for all intents and purposes, to keep this video short, under 5 minutes, I'll try to do that and give you as much info as I can. As far as stringing the head, it's very unconventional since it is a non-offset head almost. You can see that just by looking at the sidewalls. The face shape is really nice. They cut away a lot of the non-essential parts of the head to keep it stiff, but also keep it light. So it does have some points. It says, you know, the graphics, Hawk, live, play, be. That's their little motto. And as you see, it says in magic marker, prototype. It's got a serial number on it and stringing sample only. So I used some DMG Proto on this. It's in the middle of 15 and 20 mil. So I decided to string it around the specs of their Dragonfly shafts. And I know they make them in black, neon green, silver, so I try to implement all them. If you're wondering what that crazy emblem at the top is, it's so the ball actually gives it a nice feel coming off and doesn't give it too much lip. They're trying to make these non-whippy, so I decided to go with 2 white straights, 2 nylons, and it throws very nice. As far as stringing the head, you might have some issues, and I'll tell you why. Like regular conventional heads, as you can see, the biggest part of this head is up in this area right here. So you would think when you start the head, you just do a bunch of ones, but you can't. So it's not like a head where you can make a crazy channel. I mean, the channel that I got was pretty nice, but you know, you can't really. You have to sacrifice channel in order to get the high pocket design. That's what they made it. They did a lot of research into figuring out what players' needs were, and a lot of people play with mid to mid-high to high pockets. So they designed the head around that. So that's why you see the biggest part of the sidewall at the top going flaring down to skinny, all the way to the skinniest at the bottom. So what I did is I took out. I just basically did 2 tight knots. I stacked up a few SIs and then just put 2 more SIs and tied it off. I didn't really want to do anything crazy with it because there's really not too many ways you can string this head in order to make it effective, so that the head, how do I say it, meets all the standards of its design. All the design implements that have gone into this head, like Flex IQ and high pocket design, injecting composite material into the head so that it flexes while it shoots. All kinds of stuff that I'll be talking about in part 2 of this video, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like strung up. So I think I did a pretty good job. Anyone that's looking to do this, probably do it with 20 mil. The Hawk is definitely something of its own. I really have to give it to them. I've been playing around with an OG blade for a long time, so I definitely know what offset heads, non-offset heads feel like. So when you're definitely shooting with this head, especially like I did with some wall ball, you know, it's not really for the one-handed guy. It's really for that person that 2-hand cradles, you know, loads up and then, you know, fires. It almost fires like a slingshot. And when you tap this head, it actually flexes. You can see it flexing here, in the middle, and actually down to the throat. So there's almost like 5 flex points on this head. It's just crazy. The flex IQ on this one, I believe, is a 5. So that's sort of like a mid flex. It's nothing like any other head that I have ever strung. It almost feels like a head that's probably been like 5 years used, but that's not a bad thing because that's the whole idea of them stringing these. I mean, making these heads. They will make them in different flexes, I assume, in the future when they come out with the final spec. So just give you another run around of the head, the string. Some neon green at the top with the black, 2 straight whites, silver going down the sidewalls, silver in the bottom string, and I think it looked really nice. So I got to give it to Epoch for coming out with a really cool product, and I don't know, I really like it. It's really laid back. You know, gives it something different. So you don't have to look at the regular offset head all the time. You get something that's different so that the ball can hug onto that bottom shooter, and then when you're ready to release, it can just fling right out of there, and it improves your shot. So the only other thing that I find that's cool is that when I was talking about them injecting the polymer inside this, the composite polymer that they use basically in some of the shaft material, it basically has UV protection, and what that means is it not only creates more strength, more durability, but it saves it from the sun killing it, making it less flexible and all that other stuff. But the head is supposed to be delivering maximum energy transfer for improved velocity in all climate conditions. I'm just reading off the tag, so I'll get into a lot more on why you should buy this head and why I think it's good to try out and see if you like it. So just gonna give you another flip around of the head, and that's gonna be it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you think the video is cool, give it a like, and that's pretty much it. So talk to you guys soon, and I'll see you later. Peace.